Well, hey there, Boise State fans. Greetings. Welcome back. Bronco Nation News, BroncoNationNews.com. BJ Rains with you. Thank you to our subscribers for checking out this video. We truly appreciate your support and your subscription of Bronco Nation News, and hope you're enjoying the video content that we are providing. Just loving this series that we're doing. Every day we've been getting you a conversation with another recruit as we get ready for signing day. And so on the 15th, when the press release comes out and all the cool graphics and they tell you all these guys are that have signed, you'll now know more about them and be able to put a name to a face. And then hopefully in a year or two when they're out there playing on the blue, same thing. You'll be able to have a better understanding of who some of these guys are. And we're getting the offensive line. This will be our third offensive line commit out of the first 7 days, I think, here. So maybe they're just friendlier guys that get back to us quicker than others. Who knows? But excited to go stay on the O-line, and really excited to go to Clackamas, Oregon, and bring on Kage Casey, 6'6", 250. Kage, appreciate your time, man. How's it going today?
It's going great. Just left school about 40 minutes ago.
Well, that's always a good. I always enjoyed the drive home from school better than the drive to school. I'll tell you that. That doesn't change no matter what age or grade you're in. Now, what? Tell us just what the feeling's like. Here you are, 4 or 5 days away from signing on the dotted line, making it official with Boise State. What are the emotions like?
This is crazy. I'm scared for the transition, like everyone is, and I had myself a little emotional breakdown a few days ago just thinking about how everything's happening, but I'm super excited to get here. I know that I'm going to be super happy signing day when I get to sign with all my friends and get to see everyone and then post on Twitter, tell everyone that I'm coming to Boise State, and I'm just stoked.
I saw you had a picture on Twitter. Looked like some of the coaches recently, last couple of days, made it out to see. I don't know if that was the reason for the breakdown or not, but what was it like having Coach Keene and Coach Plow and some of those guys come out and see you?
It was great. We had a real long talk about what all the players do at bowl games, and just a little bit more in depth about what's happening when I get there. And it was great having them over.
Did you cook for them or anything, or did you order some pizza or what?
Yeah, we ordered pizza. We got pizza and Gatorade, and we just sat here at my kitchen table and just talked for about an hour or two.
What's that like through the recruiting process? It's a lot of Zoom calls and texts and things like that. But here you are a week before signing day, and they have a lot of commits and a lot of players they're going after. And for 4 of the coaches to make sure they come have pizza and Gatorade with you, what'd that mean to you?
It's an amazing feeling. It makes me feel like I belong there, that they want me, that it's really worth my time to commit. It's the next 5 years of my life. I want to feel like I'm where I belong, and it's great.
What's Coach Keene said to you either during the recruiting process or lately, just about why they wanted you and what they see for you and kind of your future with the program?
They said I was athletic. They don't plan on moving me much around the line and sort of want to keep me at tackle, but that always changes. But I don't know. It's just, this is great. I'm just happy.
They got you listed at 250. Is that accurate, or are you going to add it? You're going to probably have to. Where are you at now?
I've gained about 30 pounds since then, so I'm about 275, 280 right now.
And have they said anything? I don't know if you talked to the strength coaches yet. Maybe that'll be after you sign. But, I assume they want you to keep probably trying to bulk up between now and when you arrive on campus.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they said they want me around 300, but they'll build me up if I don't get there.
You gonna be a normal enrollee like in the summer, or are you gonna graduate early and come in January, or what's the plan?
I'm planning on graduating early and coming early.
Oh, you are? Okay. So you'll be down in a couple weeks then.
Mm-hmm.
That must make it even more real for you that you're.
Yeah, that's where the emotional breakdown came in. I was like, wow, it's coming. I think I got 28 days or something, and I'm just like, wow, I'm moving out of states. It's getting real.
How's your family feel about that? I don't know if your mom's a little sad to see you leave the house, but I'm sure they're all excited for you too.
Yeah, I'm the last kid to leave, so it's hitting my mom hard. She's like, I got no more kids in the house. What am I gonna do? And her life's been based around my football, driving me everywhere and come to see my games. So now she's just gonna be like here and then come to my Boise games now.
How far is Clackamas for fans that aren't familiar with it? How far is the drive over to Boise?
It's about 7 hours.
Okay, so not short, but it's doable.
Yeah.
What you were one of the first, right? I think you're second or third. You were pretty early in the 2022 class to commit, right? You were one of the first ones. I know it seems like forever ago, but take us back to that time and your process, and maybe your other offers, and who was talking to you, and what kind of went down when you decided that Boise State was a spot for you.
At first I went to OSU for my first official, and that's
Oregon
when
State,
I was
right?
like, yeah, Oregon State. Me and my mom drove down there, and that's been my team since I was a kid. I've been watching OSU and loving them, and my first football game I went to watch was there, and so I just grew up to love it. So when I got that offer, I was like, oh, I'm set. I'm coming to OSU. I'm gonna play here for the next 5 years. And then that Sunday, 4 days later, I went to Boise, and on my way there, I was like, okay, well, let's see how this goes. I don't plan to commit here. I plan to commit to my college, my dream college since I was a kid. And then as soon as we entered that city, it was just like a whole new world opened up. I instantly fell in love. And then I think it's 8th Street. Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Sure.
Walking down 8th Street and seeing all those restaurants and people walking downtown, in Portland, people are walking everywhere, but it's just like, it doesn't feel as lively or nearly as much like a home, feels like a big city. Boise is like a smaller big city.
Yeah. So was that unofficial visits, or did they work you out at all, or?
Yeah, I worked out for about 45 minutes.
What was that process like? And I don't know if that was talk to some guys that say it's a really nerve-wracking feeling, but I mean, if you were not thinking you were gonna commit or go there, maybe it wasn't for you. But what was that process like, getting out there doing some drills with the coaches?
It was probably more nerve-wracking than the Oregon State one, because at Oregon State there was like 4 coaches there. There's the strength coach, and then the O-line coach, and then they had the guy videotaping me, and then there was Coach Smith, the head coach. But at OSU or at Boise, there's everyone watching me, and it was super nerve-wracking. Even the warm-ups, I felt like I had to do just perfect movements every single time, and if I was off balance trying to reach for my right foot or my left foot going into a lunge, I'd feel super terrible. And like all the drills were speed-based, and I felt like it's just so much pressure, and it was awesome to work through though.
So you come into town, you check out the town, you like the town, you go and do this visit, or do the workout, I should say, and then pick up the story from there. What kind of, I'm assuming they gave you a tour of the facilities and campus and all that, and then what went on from there?
After I finished my unofficial, we stayed another night, and we woke up in the morning, got on scooters, and went on the green belt. And that was just amazing. I've never seen something like that before. And that made my love for the city grow even more. And I just wanted to be back there and as soon as possible. And so the big thing with my decision was majors. And at the time I was planning to do a biology-based major. And I knew OSU had that, but I didn't know if Boise had it. So it took about 2 days before I got back with Coach Stacy Collins, and he sent me a majors list, and I saw my major, and I was like, okay, I'm set.
What was the final thing? Like, you were still so set on Oregon State? What ultimately kind of swung it in Boise State's favor, and what kind of hit you to make you realize, okay, I think they might be where I want to go?
They really built a relationship with me. The coaching staff did. Oregon State, I didn't start talking with them until a week before I got offered. And so with Boise, I was talking to them all spring, and I was getting to know all the coaches, and the coaches at Boise are also younger, and they're just more energetic to me, I feel. And so that really changed my decision.
So what was the moment where you woke up and said, I'm ready to commit? Or I think Boise State's, for me, what was kind of the final straw?
Once I saw my major was on the list, as soon as I saw that, I was like, yep, it's home.
Wow. What was your family's reaction? Were they expecting you to go to Oregon State, or were they surprised when you said Boise State was where you wanted to go, or did they have the same feelings as you when they saw the town and everything?
They fell in love with the town. My mom and dad want to move there eventually. It's just such a nice place to be. And so when I said I wanted to go to Boise State, they were like, okay, let's do it. And so we called up the coaches, and we're like, do you guys still got a spot for me? And I committed.
That's awesome. Hey, I'm the same way, man. I moved here for a job thinking I'd be here a year or two, and 9 years later, I'm still here, man. Boise's
Uh-huh.
it's a heck of a town, and you don't find too
Yeah.
many people that everyone's moving in, no one's moving out. There's a reason for that.
Mhm.
But what we just talked to Hall Schmidt on yesterday's show, and he mentioned that he had played with you on like a summer team or a tournament team
Yeah.
or something. You'd gotten to know him a little bit. What's your
Mhm.
relationship like with him?
We were on that team, the FSB team, for between the spring season this year because of COVID and our fall normal season, and we got to know each other really well. We were there with each other every weekend in the same hotel, just spending time with each other, and it really grew a strong relationship. I don't fully know him too well, but enough to know that I can call him a brother soon.
What are your thoughts on the class? You guys got 17 of you right now, and I know you could
Yeah.
add a few, maybe lose a few, who knows? But just overall, it seems like you guys are pushing for that top 50 class, and one of the better
Mhm.
classes Boise State's ever had. And it seems like there's a lot of excitement around you guys.
Yeah, I like them a lot. I've on my official visit and on my unofficials that I've been to, I've gotten to know all of the guys or most of them, and it's great to see them, and I I really enjoy spending time with them, and I can't wait to move into the dorms with a few of them coming this January, and it's going to be awesome. I really love them.
And you're coming down in January also.
Hmm.
How important was that to you to get that extra spring ball under your belt and that extra time in the weight room to get a jump start on next season?
It was super important. I when they first offered me, I was thinking about it, and I didn't know if I wanted to do it because I didn't have a junior year because of COVID, so I sort of wanted to spend my senior year as a high schooler. But once I realized that it's the benefits outweighed the costs, I decided it was good to be there and just train and be on their strength program and learn their plays before anyone else gets there, and I'll have a better chance at hopefully not redshirting next year.
Now, when we talked to Hall, he said Arizona came in late and Wazoo just came in and offered him a couple days ago. But he said
Mhm.
he's, appreciative of that. But he's 110% locked in on BSU and can't wait for Wednesday. Have you had any schools trying to come in and talk to you the last couple weeks, or?
Not the last couple of weeks. I was talking to Berkeley for a bit, Cal, but I just told them that I didn't want to talk anymore because I was dead set on Boise, and there's nothing that can change my mind now.
I kind of asked you at the beginning, but I mean, you talk about just getting emotional and getting excited about this, but just it's been a long. Like I said, you're one of the first ones to commit. I mean, this has been a long time
Mhm.
coming for you. It's not like you just
Yeah.
committed last week or something. So you've been unofficially part of the family for 5, 6 months now. To
Mhm.
finally make it official and not have any more restrictions on anything with the coaches or with the fans or anybody, and just officially be part of the family in 3 days. How's it feel?
It it feels great. It's been a long time, like you said, since July, and I just can't wait to be part of the family and be able to call myself a Bronco officially.
Well,
Verbally I can now, but once I sign, it's going to be a whole different thing.
what was your you said the official visit. Which game did you come down for?
The Air Force game.
Okay, and obviously not the greatest second half,
Yeah.
obviously not the greatest end result, but it was a big crowd there and a good atmosphere for that game. What was that
Mhm.
like, kind of envisioning yourself running out of the tunnel like they did and being on the field with those guys and playing? And for you and your family, what was that like being on the sidelines or in the stands for that game?
Yeah, being on the sidelines during that pregame and seeing all the traditions that they have and just seeing all the love that the fans have for the team and the city. I just I just love it there. As soon as I saw that, as soon as I saw all those people and the way they cheer and everything, I just couldn't wait to get out there eventually.
Well, they got one more game here in a couple weeks, the
Hmm.
Arizona Bowl, and then officially you'll be locked and loaded, and you'll be part of the
Yeah.
team there in the spring semester in January, there, man. So
Hmm.
congratulations, best of luck to you. Looking forward to covering you and getting down here and getting to know you better and seeing you on the blue. And I know fans are really excited. I guess in closing, kind of final thing, what's your message to the fans, and what would be your parting shots here in terms of what you would want to say to Bronco Nation about joining the family?
I'm gonna make a big statement.
Simple enough. Be ready for a
Hmm.
big statement. He's got some
Yeah.
big plans. Cage, appreciate your time, man. Congratulations and good luck. I hope it's a fun kind of signing ceremony on Wednesday, and enjoy the day. And we'll be seeing you, I guess, in a couple weeks down here in Boise.
Yeah. All right. Have a good day.
There he is, Kage Casey, and thank him so much for joining us. And again, he'll be signing on the 15th, and pretty cool. And that's actually a number of guys. That's either 3 or 4 out of the 7 that we've done. Colin can tell me if I'm wrong, that I think are coming down early. I mean, there's a good number of guys that are going to come in January. It's at least 3, maybe 4. And so I know that's a big thing for Boise State to get him in and get him in the weight room, and might as well get him under your control, so to speak. And so he seemed like a good dude with a good story. And again, he Oregon State, Pac-12, school close right by him. And for him to say, no, thanks, I'm going to Boise, that's says a lot about this coaching staff and says a lot about Boise State. So thanks for subscribing. Thanks for watching this. I tell you every video, but it means a lot to me that you guys are subscribing. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the series. We'll keep it going. We're not going to be able to get all of them in by signing day on Wednesday, but I think our associate reporter Colin and I are going to try to keep this going after signing day and catch up with some of the other guys after they sign. It'll be the same video. We'll have already signed, but we'll try to get all 17 if we can, or the full list of commits at some point in this series, and track them all down on social media or however we need to get the numbers. But we're 7 in, and it's been a great 7, and I think it's been a lot of fun. So thank you to Colin for helping line up the interviews. Thank you to you for watching and listening to the interviews. Thank you to our great sponsors that you can see some of them on the wall behind me. This wouldn't be possible without the sponsors. So thank you to them, and hope you will continue to support the sponsors here on Bronco Nation News. So we'll keep this going. We'll try to get you a few more this week before signing day. And again, Wednesday, all day Wednesday on signing day, we'll have complete coverage, wall-to-wall coverage with all the bios and highlights and interviews with all the recruits and commits as they sign on Wednesday for signing day. So thanks for watching this. Appreciate it. I hope you have a good rest of your Sunday. We'll talk to you later. Bronco Nation News.
When it comes to concrete, we've got you covered. RowPaint.com offers custom concrete coating services for your garage, business, warehouse, and more. And we do it in one day. We are your complete concrete coatings solution.